What's going on, YouTube? Man, it's been a while, but I just, want to take the time, reach out, talk to everyone how I feel, make sure everyone's doing good in their lives, and always keep God first. I hope everyone is, on the right track to where they want to be. I could definitely say, like, for me, I'm trying to be, and I know a lot of people say that too. But trying to get out of this rat race, man, it's hard. But you gotta stay disciplined. You gotta, especially if you're a young man, bro, like me. It sucks. Family gets older. You miss the older days, you miss your childhood, you miss your friends. But then you start to realize, like, no one was there when you were there. No one reached out when you were there. When you were home, when you were in high school, no one reached out and cared for you like how you did for them. So at the end of the day, it's fuck you. No disrespect. Sorry for my viewers, but it is what it is. You don't need those people around you. And I've learned that, I learned that at a young age, especially for me. Like, I just remember just a lot of things that happened in my life. I just don't really like talking about it too much. Maybe you guys can relate, so I'm open to talk about it. So all right, let's just get to it then. So when I was 5 years old, growing up, let's start off, I'm the youngest. So I have my middle sister Lisette, and then my older sister Alexis. I love my siblings, and I'm the youngest boy. You know how it is. I'm about 5-6 years apart from them. And we lived in Florida majority of, like, our whole lives. And we were in Jacksonville, and there was one night, my sister Lisette, she woke up and was like, I don't know, she had to use the bathroom. And I remember just being up with her because I was 4 or 5 years old. I didn't sleep in my room because, I was scared of sleeping in my room in the dark by myself. So I used to go with my other siblings because I didn't want to be alone. As a kid, that's normal. So when she left to the bathroom because she had to use the restroom or whatever, I kid you not, that was the last time I saw my sister say anything to me. And all I remember hearing, and I just remember I see the door close, and then I hear my sister just scream. She was screaming. And then next thing you know, my mom and dad, they opened the door. They were like, Lisette, what's going on? And I just remember from that point, my dad picked her up, brought her to my mom's room, and I saw it all happen through the crack, bro. I'm looking through the crack at my sister's door, their room, because my room was right next to the bathroom. So I just saw them pick her up, and my dad began doing CPR. My mom called 911, and the next thing I know, she was in the hospital and she was in a coma. And so, the reason why I say that is because that night, that day, my childhood, my life, everything changed. And I don't blame nobody. I don't blame nobody for anything. And I don't hold grudges against nobody. I just remember growing up, from that point on, I always told my parents, take care of Lisette. I'll be okay. Because at the end of the day, that's my sister. And as a younger brother, it's just a lot. And to me, it's just one of those situations where it's like, I don't have any pride in myself. I'm not conceited or anything. I just want to know what's best for my family. And, at that time, every weekend, we were in Jacksonville, and we stayed at the Ronald McDonald's house at first. And then from there, she had to get moved over to Fort Lauderdale in Broward County. And we were on 441 near Sunrise Boulevard, and she was attending Kids Corner. And I kid you not, she attended Kids Corner from, I was about 7 years old at that time, 8 years old, somewhere around there. And she was in kids corner all the way up until I was in high school. And I just remember going to school every day, and you know, everyone's just happy. Everyone had happy families, happy lives, happy this. And not saying like it was perfect or whatever, like I'm definitely grateful for just having those memories to share with my family. Like that, those are true blessings, and I truly appreciate that, even though I lost my sister like that. And I just remember when the whole thing happened in high school. I just remember I was in class. I was in like 10th grade. I was in ROTC class, and they're like, such and such said my name, please, dismissal. But told me to go to the office first. So I went to the office first, and my dad was there, and he looked stressed. Like he looked like, what do I say? Like that was the look on his face, and I already had a feeling, because this was my biggest fear, was to get this call, especially during school, bro. And he was just like, listen, your sister's not doing well. We're gonna have to unplug her from the machine, and this and that. It was hard, but sorry. I just remember being strong, especially for my mom. Overall, like, I lost so many people, so many families, so many friends. Life's hard, and you gotta appreciate it no matter what. So the reason why I bring this up to you guys, or I'm letting you know, is because if you're going through a hard time, or if things aren't looking up your way, there's always a brighter side, and that's not even full into depth of what else went on during those times, but that's just a summary. Like that was, to me, that that was one, that is my biggest loss, in my opinion. For me, it has been my sister, but anyways, so he tells me, he's like, yeah, we're gonna have to put the machine. I was like, okay. As a guidance counselor, told them what was going on, and they're like, yeah, no worries, And the next thing I know, we were Fort Lauderdale, and we got to move her to Miami because that's where hospice was. And so I just remember we decorated the room. But she's in a better place now, so that's all I'm grateful for. But all I can say is, keep your head up. Don't let anything distract you or stop you from moving towards your dreams. Because, the only thing stopping you is yourself. And I wish I said this to me earlier too. A lot of things I can't even explain how I feel, just because there's so much else that was put into my life. Even during that time was the time I met my biological dad, who wasn't even there when I gave birth. So it's talk about people, you just want people to care. And if your own creation didn't care enough to show up for you, bro, you just move like that. you just like, well, if no one was there for me and no one cared for me, then I'm all I got. And that's what I learned at a young age. And at the end of the day, you're all you got, and you're the only person stopping you. So if you hear this message and it resonates with you, bro, I hope you have a good day, and I hope it helped you, and I hope it made that significant impact. But times are hard. Don't dwell in it. You gotta get up. You gotta do what you gotta do, because at the end of the day, if you dwell in it, you're not gonna get back up, and that's the last thing you want to do. So, thank you, thank everyone who clicked on this video. I appreciate your time, and it truly means a lot to me for just you to hear me out, because I'm an introvert at heart, and I have a lot of things going on, but I just don't express them. So I really hope you guys take this message and learn something from it.